describe infectious or toxic diseases caused by agents that enter the body through ingestion of contaminated food or water. Okay? What is the term used? Okay? Term used to describe infectious or toxic diseases caused by agents that enter in the body through the ingestion of contaminated food or water. So, of course, kung titignan niyo yung question, toxic siya
Ay, hindi yung
and infectious siya
sa
na pwedeng
civilians
pumasok sa
yung...
katawan that may cause at toxic disease caused by agents that enter. Ano yung sagot nyo dito? May we have answers from the participants, please, to our students? From our students, rather. Okay? The term used to describe infectious. So we are describing infectious or toxic here. Tapos pumasok siya sa katawan. So the correct answer is foodborne illness, right? Okay. Number 2, which of the following refers to a science-based discipline that may include process or action that prevents fish from containing substance harmful to human health? So it has something to do with human health. Of course, inspection is a process, but it's not a correct answer. Handling is not a correct answer. So either of the two, fish safety and fish quality. But the question there, containing substance harmful, sabi niya. So the correct answer is letter A. So fish safety. Okay? Number 3, which factors refers, so factor siya, no? Refers to the natural characteristics of harvested fishery products such as species, size, composition, condition, and season, parasites, naturally toxic fishes, biogenic amines, and contamination with pollutants. So meaning to say, dala-dala niya na ito. So we will be removing intervening yan, no? Intervening factor. We will be also removing environmental factor because there are some words here that are not included in the environmental factors. So either of the two, extrinsic and intrinsic. So extrinsic could be external. So the correct answer is intrinsic. Okay? That is intrinsic factor. Okay, number 4, ito, medyo pairap siya ng pairap, no? Species is considered as an intrinsic factor in fish quality. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Sabi niya dyan, incorrect, no? Marine fishes or marine fish contains more lipids than freshwater species. Second, fatty fish deteriorate more quickly than lean fish. The third one is fish caught in colder water. Fish tend to keep longer than harvested in warmer waters. Or D, fast swimmers undergo rigor mortis faster, but for a shorter duration than slow swimmers. So what could be your correct answer here? So the correct answer is
D.
Jome. Joname, anong answer?
Answer ko po, sir, is D.
The correct answer is letter C. Fish caught in colder water, fish tend to keep longer than harvested in warmer water. So baliktad siya, no? Okay, number 5. Number 5 tayo. Okay, proteolytic bacteria. So proteolytic from the group of proteins, no? A bacteria that consume or that utilizes protein are microorganisms that produce proteases capable of breaking down proteins into peptides and amino acid, often contributing to fish spoilage. Which of the following is not an example of proteolytic bacteria? Answer? Ano daw yung hindi example ng proteolytic bacteria? So si Clostridium pasok, si Pseudomonas pasok. So dito na lang tayo si Enteromonas and then Enterobacter. So the correct answer is Enterobacter. So saan ba nabilong si Enterobacter? So can I have a chat kung saan nabilong si Enterobacter based doon sa ano natin, doon sa ating lecture? Doon ba siya sa lipid consumers or doon sa mga carbohydrates consumers, no? So, but the answer here, the correct answer is letter D. So you have to take note on how to classify the bacteria based on their nutritional needs, no? Next, number 6, which of the following microorganisms is isolated from marine and estuary environment and from fish and shellfish and is described as motile, non-spore forming, slightly curved gram-negative rods with a single polar flagellum. So, ibig sabihin nito, meron siyang buntot, no? Yung bacteria na ito, meron siyang flagellum. So, this is a single polar flagellum na nagmumukha siyang buntot. So, anong answer nyo dito? So the correct answer is, sabi niya, shellfish, no? Fish and shellfish. So this is Vibrio. So the correct answer is Vibrio. Okay? So number 7, this is this zoonotic nematode commonly known as ratlang worm. So ano yung ratlang worm, no? Very clear doon sa ating presentation that the ratlang worm is also known as letter B. So, Angiostrongylos sp or Gylus sp. Okay? Number 8. Fishery products that have been implicated in histamine poisoning include tunas or from the Strombidae, mahi-mahi from Corophynidae, sardines, Ingraulidae, mackerel, yan din, Jack Trevally, mga Carangidae, anchovies, Stellopros, Aclopiidae pala yung sardines, and anchovies are Ingraulidae. So the following are powerful histamine-producing bacteria except. So except daw, saan daw yung hindi top-producing or harmful-producing na bacteria dyan? So, of course, the correct answer is Clostridium botulinum. But it can produce histamine, but that's not a strong or a powerful producer bacteria for histamine. Okay? Number 9, the variation of histamine levels with spoiled fish makes estimates of the toxic threshold difficult to obtain. What is the regulatory limit in the Philippine fishery products? No? So the correct answer is, of course, very clear. The correct answer is 20 milligram per 100 gram. Okay? So next question, number 11. Okay, ito na yung doon sa ating requirements for sa ating European Union. So the European Union requires that 9 samples must be taken from each batch of fish species of the families Scrombidae, Clopidae, Ingraulidae, Coryphenidae, and so on. So the samples must meet the following requirements. Okay? Which of the following statement is incorrect? So, ano daw yung mali dyan? So, the mean value must not exceed 2 milligram per 100 gram. 2 samples may have a value of more than 10 milligram per 100 gram or 100 ppm. 3 samples less than 20 milligram per 100 gram or no samples may have a value exceeding to 20 milligram per 100 gram. So, anong incorrect answer natin dito? So, the correct answer, which is incorrect statement, is letter C. It should be 2 samples less than 20 milligram per 100 gram or 200 ppm. Okay? Okay, next. What is the causative agent for Ciguatera fish poisoning? Ano daw yung causative agent ng Ciguatera poisoning? Okay, Okay, what's the causative agent for Stigmatera fish poisoning? The correct answer is Gambierdiscus toxicus. Okay? Okay. Next, number 12. What is the cause of azaspiracid poisoning or AZP? No? So, dapat i-memorize siya, no? I-familiarize siya yung ating mga causative agents because they might be asked later on in your board exam, no? So, ano ang sagot dito sa number 12? So, the correct answer for number 12 is letter letter B, Azadirachtin spinosum. Okay? Number 13. So, 13 tayo.
Sir Jomar, sa eka naman kanina, makatarungan naman daw yung budget na nilagay ko doon. Ibibigay ko kayo. Sabi ni Mama Big, makatarungan naman yung ano. Tapos sabi, institutional ko.
Okay?
Makatarungan naman daw.
So, number 13. Sign natin. Which of the term refers to all practices? So, practices siya regarding the conditions and measures necessary to ensure the safety and suitability of food at all stages of the food chain. What is your answer? O, mayroong choices dyan. GMP, GHP, HACCP, or SSOP? So, the correct answer, class, is... What's the correct answer? It's actually the good manufacturing practices. Tama ba? Okay, practice siya, no? Practice, okay? Next, number 14. Which of the following is not a common source of saxitoxin, a potent marine biotoxin produced by dinoflagellates such as Alexandrium, Gymnodinium, and Pyrodinium? Saan daw dyan? Which of the following is not common source of saxitoxin? Of course, the correct answer is, ano kaya? So the correct answer is letter D, barracuda. So si mussel, sandpig crabs, and turtles, there are incidences of saxitoxin. Okay? Next, 15. After a red tide event along the coast, several people report experiencing tingling sensations, dizziness, and gastrointestinal discomfort after consuming a contaminated shellfish. And this is situational. Laboratory analysis confirms the presence of brevetoxin produced by Karenia brevis. So, what is the name of the poisoning syndrome caused by this marine toxin? So, Karenia brevis daw. So, the correct answer is, it's actually the neurotoxic shellfish poisoning or the NSP. Okay? Next. Which of the term refers to the set of practice, procedures, and rules designed for the promotion and maintenance of health and cleanliness in the fish processing plant? So, the correct answer is SSOP. Okay? Letter A. Number 17. In the processing plant, there are activities that involves the tests of previous products, planning to improve existing products, or processes designing to include improvements and requirements, reviewing new items and improvements, and testing new items. These are described as all those planned and systematic activities implemented to provide adequate confidence that an entity will fulfill requirements for quality. Which concept does this refer? Quality control, quality assurance, quality improvement, or quality inspection? Ano kaya yung sagot nyo dito based doon sa question natin? So, ang binabanggit dito, activities that involve. So, meaning to say, this is general. Because if you will look into the choices, quality control is specific. Quality improvement is specific. Quality inspection is specific. So, saan dyan? These are set. So it has something to do with the quality assurance. So the correct answer is letter B. So correct ba? O, sinong nakakuha ng correct answer dyan? May we have a virtual clap sa mga may correct answer dyan. Okay? So medyo nakakalito siya, no? 18. What Fisheries Administrative Order issued in May 17, 2001, okay, prescribes the requirements for pre-processing and pre-processing plants and SSOP thereof, and the processing and quality requirements for shellfish. So, this is 211 ba? Or 212 or 201? So, anong correct answer nyo dyan? So, the correct answer, guys, is 211-01. So that is our administrative Fisheries Administrative Order for SSOP. Now, did you open this requirement or this order? So number 19, in the requirements for pre-processing and processing plants, the SSOP and the processing and quality requirements for shellfish, what is the acceptable microbial level of Escherichia coli in frozen or frozen meat samples? Meron dyan 1.6 npm per gram per sample, 16, 1.6, 16, 160 mpn gram per sample, or negative. So what is your answer here? It's actually 16. Most probable number. Yung MPN dyan is most probable number per gram per sample. Okay? Okay, next. Number 20. The Philippine seafood processing companies are experiencing something that makes it difficult to sustain compliance with the HACCP system and other quality system. Which of the following is not one of the common issues faced by the industry? First, limited technical qualifications of some HACCP team members. B, insufficient know-how on quality systems and control at source. C, the aqua-based HACCP system in the country is yet fully in place. D, the scientific standards for specific products is limited. What's your answer? Of course, nasan yung positive dyan? Yan o, the aqua-based HACCP system in the country yet fully in place. Hindi pa yan in place. Not in place pa yan, no? So, kung titignan nyo, the answer is actually positive siya. Okay? Okay? So, correct? You got it right? Letter C. Okay? So, papakita natin yung scores nyo mamaya. Okay? So, let's go to 21 to 30. Okay, so 21. Okay. In certain coastal areas, ito naman, situational siya. Industrial activities such as waste incineration, herbicide production, and paper bleaching release chemically byproducts into the environment. So these pollutants can accumulate in aquatic ecosystems, especially in fatty fish species. Okay. People consuming fish from these polluted waters may be exposed to hazardous compounds that persist in the food chain and pose serious health risks. Which contaminant commonly associated with these industrial byproducts and known to accumulate in fatty seafood is described in this situation? A. Sabi niya dyan, mercury. B. Polychlorinated biphenyls. C. Cadmium. Or D. Dioxin. So, saan ba? Ano ba yung common, no, na contaminants natin that may bind to fatty fish species? So the correct answer is actually dioxin. Okay? Letter D. Okay? 22. So you have to describe, no? Tignan nyo kung paano yung mode of transmission ng ating mga heavy metals. Okay? 22. What is the term for the ratio of the water vapor pressure of a food substrate to the vapor pressure of water at the same temperature? So, very common. Basta may pressure na term, the correct answer is AW or water activity. Okay? Number 23. So, maganda yung ating mga examples, no? It will give you the chance to go back with the lecture and to read more information about fish processing. Okay, 23. Which of the following statements best describes the formation and significance of histamine in fishery products? Take note of this. A. Histamine is produced by decarboxylation of free amino acids or deamination of carbonyl containing organic compounds, and it is considered the most biologically active and toxic biogenic amine or amine. B. Histamine is formed by oxidation of fatty acids and is only mildly toxic to human. C. Histamine is synthesized by photosynthetic bacteria and is harmless in fish products. Or D. Histamine is produced during protein hydrolysis by proteolytic enzymes and does not affect human health. So the correct answer here, class, is
Yung
best, sabi niya dyan. No? Letter A. Histamine is produced by decarboxylation. Okay? Number 24. Okay, 24 na tayo. Fatty acids fatty fish, inhabiting coastal areas or coastal waters near industrial sites such as those affected by waste incineration and paper bleaching show increasing concentration of persistent chemicals in their tissues over lifespan. Despite low levels of these pollutants in the surrounding water, the chemicals accumulate to levels much higher within the fish. Which term describes the phenomenon and what is the main mechanism responsible for it? So, biomagnification is not the answer because the question here, sabi niya, the same fish within fish, no? So the correct answer is bioaccumulation. Okay? So 25. Individuals who consume sashimi or raw fish are at risk of infection by this worm. When larvae are ingested in undercooked or raw materials or raw fish, they can attach to the wall of the digestive tract. So these nematodes, sinabi niya dyan sa question, nematode siya. So what is your correct answer? So this optic device with forceps infection can occur from a single live larva. Which parasite which parasite is being described here? So the correct answer is strong Gylides st. So the correct answer is letter A. 26. After consuming shellfish such as mussel and clams, several individuals develop gastrointestinal upset, memory loss, and seizures. Laboratory tests revealed that there is a presence of toxin produced by Pseudo-Nitzschia and Chondria armata, which poisoning syndrome is responsible for these symptoms. So the correct answer is letter A, amnesic shellfish poisoning. Okay? 27. People consuming shellfish or fish exposed during red tide event develop a gastrointestinal upset. Ito naman neurological signs and respiratory irritation. Laboratory test identifies the presence of Kyrenia brevis. So ano yung poisoning natin sa Kyrenia brevis? So the correct answer is neurotoxic shellfish poisoning. So kailangan guys, malaman ninyo kung ano yung causative agent of that particular poisoning. No? Number 28, stunted crabs and certain shellfish are known to accumulate a potent marine biotoxin that can cause severe poisoning if consumed. Which toxin is most commonly associated with this species? Commonly, no? Pwede naman actually yung tetrodotoxin dyan, but that's not common. But based on news, based on studies, that this devil crab contains saxitoxin or STX. So the correct answer is letter A. Okay? Okay, 29. 29. So the 29.
Kami na ng
Certain
mga
sea
ano,
turtles,
patok-lady,
including
gamit na
green,
kami ng
hawksbill, loggerhead, and leatherback turtles, can accumulate a potent toxin in their liver, eggs, fat, and meat. Which toxin is responsible for poisoning from these turtles? So the correct answer is chelonotoxins, no? 30. In a HACCP system, when monitoring indicates that a critical control point has deviated from established critical limit, action must be taken to ensure food safety, which HACCP principles specifically addresses the procedures to identify the cause, correct the deviation, prevent reoccurrence, and ensure that no unsafe or adulterated um, adulterated products enters commerce. So what's your answer here? So the correct answer there is actually principle number 5, because the corrective action has been already been described, no, in the question. 31. Which of the following term refers to one or more prescribed tolerances that must be met to control hazards that are at the point separating acceptability from unacceptability? So the correct answer here is actually critical limit. Okay? Critical limit po yan. Next. 32. Which of the following refers to the written document? So, of course, that is the HACCP compliance certificate, not the HACCP plan. To be followed according with the 7 principles. Ensure that safety is specific to a product, sabi niya dyan. So, the correct answer in 32 is letter B. 33. So, 33 na tayo. The question in 33 is, what document is issued by an inspector when a fish processing plant is found to be non-compliant and when lapses are noted in the inspection, specifying the date by which the defects must be corrected? So, corrective action requests, corrective compliance certificate, compliance action report, or corrective inspection report. So, which is which, no? Nandyan yan sa FAO natin, no? So, the correct answer is actually letter C. That's compliance action report, no? The CAR, yung tinatawag natin CAR. So, please try to visit FAO 212. No? I think 212 siya. Okay? 34. Which of the following describe the operational techniques and activities used to fulfill requirements for quality as defined by ISO 9000 series, including inspection, sampling checklists, and charting? So the correct answer there is quality control. 36, 35, 34, bakit walang 35? Sige, 35 tayo. What is the required free chlorine concentration in FIFM for foot bath and hand washing facilities at the entrance of the processing plant? So the correct answer is for hand bath. What's your answer here? So 35, the correct answer is actually 150 to 200 ppm. Okay? Next. Inside the fish processing working area, what is the required chlorine concentration for chlorinated hand dips and what requires for compliance? So the correct answer here is actually 5 to 10 ppm for hand bath, no? By the way, do you know how to compute the concentration of chlorine doon sa yung chlorine na to, yung hand bath and foot bath, mga ginagamit natin yan doon sa plant before entering No, minsan may mga sinasawsaw tayo like yung mga gears natin, yung mga footwears natin, those are considered as materials for foot bath and hand bath. So we usually use the formula C1V1 equals to C2V2. Okay, so C1 means the concentration or the chlorine concentration. V1 or the V is actually the volume. So like for example, yung Clorox, pwedeng gamitin yung Clorox or yung powdered chlorine, but you have to dip that into 1:1 ratio for you to obtain the 100 concentration. But for chlorine, you will just multiply it. Like for example, the concentration is 60%. You will just multiply that to 10,000 for you to obtain the required concentration to target that required ppm. No, let me give you one example. Like for example, the concentration, the available chlorine is actually 65%, and then the target concentration is 400 ppm, the available water is 100 liters, no, you will just put that into the formula C1V1's V1 equals to C2V2. Okay? Sige, lagay ko dyan. C1 V1 equals to C2 V2. Pero tandaan nyo, no, pag foot bath, pwede yan umabot hanggang 400 ppm. Minsan meron ngang vehicle bath pero sa foot bath, aabot yan ng 200 to 400 ppm. But for hand dip, pwede siya yung ano natin, sa choices natin, no. Nakadepende kasi yan kung saan siya gagamitin. Okay? Next, what is the required chlorine concentration for foot bath? Yan. May mga literatures na nagsasabi that you can use foot bath up to 150 to 200 ppm. But there are instances also that there are references that it can exceed to 400 ppm. Okay, 37. In the Philippines, what is the acceptable level of PSP or paralytic shellfish poisoning toxin in seafood meat? So the correct answer here is actually 40 micromilligram per 100 gram of meat. Okay, 38. In the Philippines, how often must water from an approved or government source be analyzed for microbial safety? So this is part of your SSOP. Try to read the FAO 211, I think. So there must be at least twice a year. So twice a year siya, no, yung water analysis natin. Okay? So 39, a shipment of shellfish harvested from coastal water shows cadmium present. To comply with the regulations, the company must check all allowable limit. What is the acceptable limit of cadmium? So the acceptable limit of cadmium is actually 1.0 or 1, no? So based on the standards. Okay? Next. So let's go with the 40 to 45, 46. Let's try to answer 40 to 46. Try natin. Okay? So 40. So sabi niya dito, a seafood processor in the Philippines receives a batch of shellfish, including nylon shell, abalone, and scallops. To ensure proper self-cleaning before processing, how should this shellfish be treated? So nandyan yan sa FAO. FAO natin yan, basahin nyo. So the correct answer here is, of course, anong gagawin daw natin sa shellfish na yan? So you have to soak that in clean water or potable water with 3% brine solution or brine overnight. So that's the correct, no? So yan yung gagawin natin para mag-self-cleaning siya. So mailabas niya yung mga nasa loob niya. So gagamit tayo ng potable water with 3% salt or brine overnight. Okay? Okay, next. 40. A company in the Philippines, 41 I should say, a company in the Philippines operates several fish processing facilities in different locations. So ano daw ang correct term for these facilities? We call it satellite fish processing plant, no? 42, A seafood processing facility in the Philippines ensure that ice used in operation is safe. So how often should the facility conduct laboratory testing of ice? So ilang beses? So it should be quarterly. Quarterly siya ha. So every 3 months. So okay, 43. The director of VFAR and his duly authorized representatives may conduct inspection of seafood processing facility, which can be either announced or unannounced. For an announced inspection, how many days notice must be given to the facility? So ilang days daw pag magkakaroon ng inspection ang BFAR? It should be at least 5 days. Okay? At least 5 days. Okay, 44. A seafood processor in the Philippines preparing shellfish for easy shacking. To ensure food safety and quality, which of the following practices required during cooking and post-cooking handling of shellfish? So the correct answer here is letter B. The use of potable water for cooking, adjust time and temperature based on species and size, and rapidly cool the meat to 7 degrees Celsius within 2 hours. Okay? 45, which FAO provides guidelines on the implementation of HACCP. Siyempre, hindi yan 150. Nandun siya sa 212 series of 2001. So, the correct answer is letter B. Okay? 46. Lapit na. Titignan natin yung scores nyo mamaya. 46. Sabi niya dyan, 46. Ciguatera fish poisoning occurs when humans consume rare fish species contaminated with ciguatoxin. Which of the following species is not considered common vector of Ciguatera toxin? So the correct answer is Dicapterus. Kaya ang mga sources natin mostly are from the coral fish species natin, no? Dicapterus is a pelagic fish species, but it is possible also, but they are more common into ABC, except letter D, which is Dicapterus. 47. In the Philippines, which of the following the most common cause of foodborne illness? In the Philippines, which is the following the most common cause of foodborne illness associated with fish and fishery products? The correct answer is histamine or chromoid poisoning. No? 48. Which of the following is considered chemical contaminants? Following considered chemical contaminants in food. A. Pesticides. B. Veterinary drugs. C. Heavy metals. D. Radioactive isotopes. A. Both A and B only, or F. All of the above. So the correct answer is all of the above. No? So 49. A seafood processor in the Philippines tests a batch of cooked frozen meat. An aerobic plate count is used to evaluate microbial quality. What is the maximum acceptable APC or aerobic plate count for the cooked frozen meat per gram of sample incubated at 35 to 37 degrees Celsius? So the correct answer is letter B, 500,000 per gram. Okay? Next, 50 last. In Principle 2 of HACCP, identify the critical control points. Ano daw yung gagamitin natin for the decision of the critical control point? So the correct answer is CCP Decision 3, which is letter B. Okay? Sige. Anyone can send the link of our Google